Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kiki and today we are going to be preparing for a afternoon tea party for my grandmother. So she is turning 79 years old tomorrow, and we are going to do like a high tea afternoon tea themed party for her. This is my mother.
1950s. That's going to be my era. I'm going to be the cultured, rich housewife.
Okay, so I flew into Dallas this morning. We've been working all week because we really just decided to do this a week ago. But it's coming together really nicely. I, of course, am in charge of food. My sister Madison is in charge of the actual tea. And then my sister Mallory is in charge of decor. My mom is the project manager, and she is working on games. Oh, you know what I want to tell you? That game where it's something about like, I was reviewing the email, then I fell asleep that you sent me, something about the times. I know that you're on the 50s and everything, but I think we should do 1944 since that's the year she was born.
Okay, that's cool. I was thinking the same thing. It was like all the prices of the food. So
Yeah.
I need to change it. But do Mama really want everybody to know just how old she is?
I think at 79, yeah, that's a long time. So yeah, so we're gonna do this for her. I'm really excited about it. The first thing, of course, we were all trying to figure out was our fits. This has got to go. This is a pimple that died, and now, well, it almost looks like a beauty mark here. We can work with it. So we got our outfits. My mom was talking about different eras. We're all a little different. Her and Madison have more of a 1950s housewife type of look. Mine is more 1940s, I would say. The dress does not fit as tight as I thought it would, so I'm a little disappointed in that, but I'm gonna figure out what I can do about it. But I'm happy because that means I'm getting smaller. Okay, I have ordered a few things because this is a major project out of town. Like, I'm in Dallas right now, but my grandma lives in Louisiana. So tomorrow morning we are going to get up before day, like maybe shortly after everybody who just left the club makes it home, so we don't have to be on the road with those crazies. And we're gonna head down there. It's about a 4-hour drive. We're just gonna be caravanning basically. My niece Giselle has volunteered to help me be my assistant. I have been Amazon has really come through because they live in the DFW area. There were so many things that I was able to get last minute that was available for same day because I was ordering stuff up until last night, and everything should be delivered by today. Some of the stuff I ordered yesterday afternoon came in today. Oh, this is my sister now. Let me take this call and then I'll finish telling you guys the plan, and then we'll hit the streets. We have been running around all afternoon trying to get stuff. We went to Costco and Sam's Club. They have a lot of different things that, well, I don't ever go to the Sam's in Atlanta, but they had a lot of different things, so it was cool to see the different stuff, but some of the things that I was hoping to see I did not, so that was disappointing. We got the bread, we got some of the stuff for the sandwiches, not everything, so still need to do that. I still haven't been by my sister's place. She has most of the things. All of the stuff that I got ordered, I sent it to her house. So I need to go over there and run an inventory of everything and see if I forgot something, if something didn't arrive or whatever. I also need to test out the photo booth situation because tomorrow I would like to dedicate all of my time to the food. Well, driving there, one, getting the food together, and completing my look, and we don't have a whole lot of time. So my niece is gonna help me, so I got bread, I got some cream cheese, I got some smoked salmon. I've actually bought these little, it's like pre-cut cold smoked salmon, and there's different ones. So there's like a plain one, there's one with dill, there's one with like an herb something, I don't know. There's 8 different kinds, or 4 different kinds, 8 pieces of each. So I got 2 packs of those, and it has like a lemony dill herb sauce with it that you can drizzle on top. So I'm gonna use that. Well, I'm gonna make some like canapes, I don't know how you say it, but just a little, I got some baguettes, so I'm just gonna slice those up and then put a little bit of the cream cheese, a little bit of the salmon, and then drizzle that sauce on top. Doing the cucumber sandwiches for sure. Then I have some turkey, some smoked turkey, and ham and some cheese to make like little regular sandwiches that I'll cut up real cute. I thought about doing a few other things, but no. Then I bought some biscotti things. I'm still looking for more like bread type stuff and something a little bit more than these sandwiches, but I don't know. I've seen like some things, but I just want it to be, I've seen some ideas online, but I don't want it to be something where it needs to be hot, because that's gonna mess up my plan. And it's just, in my mind, it's like 100 and some degrees outside. It's just gonna be hot, and then everybody's gonna have on all this stuff, and there'll be all those people in there. Ooh, just hot, so no extra heat. And then tomorrow I will be building the watermelon cake, so I really hope it comes out really good. But I have a backup plan if the 3-tier doesn't work, so I'm just not gonna stress about it and make it really cute. Everybody, I think, has their outfits pretty much together. My sister said she had to go shopping for makeup, my sister Madison, and she's in charge of photography and the actual tea, but she said she still gotta go get more tea. I hope she remembers to get like cream and sugar and Splenda, because this is for a party for somebody who's turning 79, and her friends, they like equate.
I know.
Daddy likes Splenda, I thought.
He does, but you know, he gotta eat what they put in front of him. But when I go down there, I keep a little baggie of Splenda in my purse.
Well, I turned this into a royal tea party as well, and I have royal titles. So my grandparents are the king and queen. My uncles aren't here, so basically I just said that they've exiled themselves. So my mom is the princess royal because she's the firstborn, and you know, besides her older brother who just left, and then it's me and all of us. So I decided, I knew some people might be a little upset because they didn't have extra titles. Like, everybody got royal titles, but you know how it's like Prince Harry, the Duke of Cambridge, or whatever it is. So I did those, but then I wanted one too, and I was like, well, we're just not going to be traditional. We're not even British, because usually I saw that usually the queen gives those titles when people get married, and I wanted one, so I gave myself one. My title is the Princess Kiara, the Duchess of Glamshire, and Mallory is Princess Mallory, the Duchess of Slayville. But I'll go over the rest of the names later when we get those together. So I made them, I designed them on Canva, and then I went to Office Depot and got, they said that they had these place cards in stock, so that's initially what I was going to do, but I did it on like postcard size, and I printed it myself. It turned out really good. I was going to do photos on there, but I did not get a photo submission from everybody, so it is what it is. I took the photos off and just scrapped that. But my other idea was that I would get a bunch of photos of my grandmother printed out, and I have 100 place card holders, just like the little metal things, and we could just sit those around places, just pictures of her over the years. So I still got time to do that, because those just are going to get printed at Walgreens. Just something to make sure it's her. I like seeing stuff like that at birthday parties. I think it gives a nice touch. So now we're going to H Mart. I need some fresh herbs. I need some basil, and I need some mint and some dill. I'm going to browse their bakery section to see what other goodies they might have there. You know, you got to have like colorful stuff, but then you need the different cakes, and you just need little things to nibble on. I hope nobody's expecting to have fried chicken and potato salad at this function, because they're going to be hungry. And then I also bought some lemons, because I was thinking I would make lemonade. We'll see how this goes. I might just buy a jug and use the lemons as part of the decor to just brighten it up, because the room, I'll show you guys a before and after, but the room, it's dated and dark. Like the walls are half wood panel at the bottom, and then like painted wall at the top. But I can't wait to see how it transforms, and we'll see what's going on in this here H Mart. How far are we away? Okay, we're 3 minutes away. I'll check in later. Alright, you guys, good morning. So I was trying to wait till we got some more sunlight. Well, I say we, I'm the only person in this car, me and all this stuff. So let me tell you what ended up happening last night. So I think the last time we were talking, I was on the way to H Mart. So we went to H Mart. They did have the fresh herbs, so I was happy about that. They didn't have any mint just by itself, but they had, you know how if you go to the grocery store and they have the herbs in soil still, like they're still alive, and you can plant those at home. I just bought that. Like, I'm obviously not about to plant it. I'll give it to my aunts, my grandma, see if they want it for their garden. But yeah, so I got the fresh herbs, I got some fruit, and a few other things. Well, I got like some caramel. So a lot of my things that I wanted to do are not quite coming together, so I'm having to improvise. And also, it's like, this stuff is racking up fast. This is a party that my mom decided to do. So let me back up. She went to Louisiana. She's watching this show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. On there, she's watching it with my grandma, and on there was a day where I guess they had like a tea party, and we're talking about etiquette, and my mom has been trying to do this whole high tea thing for so long. So she wanted me to take my nieces. I was down for it because I love to dress up with anything where I can be over the top, but my nieces weren't interested, so I never went. I feel like high tea is really pricey, especially given for what it is, but I mean, it's a luxury. It's not for the common folk. Anyway, I've never been. So my grandma wanted this. She's told me about it and she mentioned it. I was trying to think of the best way to put this. I feel like it'd be a lot of like passive stuff going on, and I don't know why people won't just say, let's just do this. This is what I want to do. Can you help? And just be direct. All this stuff is going around. Basically, my grandma wants to have a tea party themed birthday. Well, this plan doesn't get put into action until Memorial Day weekend, the weekend before. So today is Saturday, June 3rd, is my grandma's actual birthday, and she turns 79 today. So while it's not like necessarily a milestone, I think reaching 79 is definitely a milestone, and I don't remember having like an actual birthday party for her. Like I remember having cake and like celebrating her, but an actual birthday party, I don't remember that. So me and my mom were like, okay, let's do it. We didn't want to, it's already 1 week out, and I know how personalities are amongst the entire family. I just felt like not to leave people out, but leave people out of the planning portion, just to help alleviate as much stress as possible, because it's also like, I don't want, sometimes when I ask people stuff, or when people are asked things, they end up feeling obligated, even if there is no obligation. So let's just cut all that out. So it ends up being me and two of my sisters and my mom who are putting this together. My mom is the one who's making all of these decisions about stuff, but the problem is she's not really communicating to us. So it started off, she's like, who do you think we should invite? The conversation's just between she and I. Who do you think we should invite? Should it just be family? I was like, yeah, I think it should just be family. And I think if it's just family, we can go to Natchitoches, and then we can just like all go to brunch somewhere. Maybe they don't have proper high tea, but who really likes tea anyway? Like, let's be real. Let's go. We could get dressed up, go have brunch somewhere, and then you and I can split the bill for everybody, because it'll just be easier that way, and we can bust it down that way, and it should be fine. Or not, it doesn't even have to be real brunch. It could just be like breakfast. I mean, we can just get dressed up and have lunch. We can get dressed up and do whatever, but I think we should keep it small. So my mom was like, oh, well, we can do a party. We can do it at the church. I didn't really want to do it at the church because I want wine, but whatever. So she was like, well, I think that it'll be, if we just do a small party, the fellowship hall, we can go down there, get dressed up, have tea, have the little cucumber sandwiches. She kept talking about the cucumber sandwiches and the petit fours. That's how she's calling them, but I feel like it would be petite fours, not petty, but whatever. The little bitty bite-sized cakes. So that's what it's supposed to be. Next thing I know, and so I was like, well, if it's gonna be at the church, okay, I'll do the food. then she decided she would call my other sister Mallory and ask her if she would be interested in doing the decorations, because Mallory throws a lot of parties for all her kids and friends and everything, and she's really good at decorating spaces. So okay, cool. Well, I wake up days later. We had discussed time. I said I'm thinking like 3 something in the afternoon, not too early but not too late. She had sent an invite out with not a ton of detail, but she sent the invite out to all of these people, and it's from 2 to 3:30. This is not a toddler party. I think an hour and a half party is very short for adults, especially older people. And then it's like, people are gonna be late. Like, let's just be realistic. And she's so pressed about everybody being on time. But I personally think in some instances it's better when everybody's not arriving right at the start, because you need to be able to pace people getting in and sitting down and everything, so it's not like so hectic. It's not a plated dinner. It's not even a dinner, and it's afternoon tea, and it's just like light bites. So next thing I know, she's telling me, oh, well, I called your grandma and asked her if she wanted to invite anybody, and she sent me a list, and the list was really long, and now these people are RSVPing, and they're RSVPing for multiple people. So I don't use Evite specifically. I prefer paperless post. But I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I think that they both have an option. And even if it's not an explicit option, you could say something. But you can say whether guests are allowed or if the invitation is exclusively to you. My mom was like, oh, don't worry about it. The people are not going to come. It's so last minute, blah, blah, blah. The whole town is coming, you guys. Everybody is RSVPing yes, except for like 5 people. Then they're RSVPing yes for themselves and adding people. It's a lot of her church friends. And then there's people who don't know how to work the Evite. I mean, my grandma is 79. A lot of her friends are around her age, some older, some younger. Everybody's not like technology savvy, so they may not have even looked at it. There are some people that didn't have an email or a cell phone, just a landline to call to invite them that she did. So it has turned into all these people. So I'm thinking we about to bust down a check that ain't gonna be more than $300 or $400 with drinks amongst these people, because it's a small town. We're in Natchitoches. And now I have probably spent $500, and it's upsetting because I feel like it's still skimp. And it's just, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Mallory's feeling overwhelmed. I don't know how my mom is feeling, but her one task that she really needed to complete was find games for the party. She found games, like some games that she bought at a store, and then she had these other games that she found online, kind of like at a baby shower or bridal shower, where it's all kind of word games and just different games where you're writing on paper. She found those. She waited until last night to try and print them. Well, the new printer she just bought, she also didn't set it up. She bought a printer days ago, didn't set it up, was complaining because my brother didn't set it up for her. I was like, that's not cool of you. You don't need to rely on him. You bought the printer, you should have read all of the instructions and tried to set it up. And when you couldn't, why didn't you return it immediately? And then she's like, I should have just went to the library and printed it out. And I'm like, yeah. So now she's talking about she was going to go to Office Depot, and I was like, Office Depot doesn't open that early on a Saturday, I don't think. And there's not one in the town, so the closest Office Depot is like an hour away from our destination, and had she left on time, she wasn't gonna pass through there. It's just a mess, you guys. So she still hasn't done that. Now, I came from out of town, came from Atlanta Friday morning, went to the stores, got all this food. There's still a few more things that I need to get. I'm just gonna get them when I get out here, but it has been a time. One of the tea kettles is a little broken, so it just reminds me of Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast, because it's got a little chip. Or not Mrs. Potts, it reminds me of Chip because it got a little chip. We're just gonna see how this turns out. I really hope it turns out great, because honestly, I just wanted to be like, you know what, I'm not coming. This is too last minute. Y'all asked me to, or my mom is asking me to do too much. But because it's from my grandma, and y'all know I'm all about family, I'm gonna be here and we gonna turn it up. Oh, this is my aunt. Hang on. Okay, so that was my Aunt Sean who just called. She was just checking on me to see how it was coming. I like when people do that because road trips really are not my thing. I don't like driving for real. Y'all know I was in a car accident, and so it still like makes me a little nervous to be driving. I don't like it. And then also just long trips. It's like a long drive. Basically, once I get out of the many different highways in the DFW area, I'm just on 20 till I get to I-49 and take I-49 south till I get to Natchitoches, the town that I'm going to. And then it's like more turns. But I be getting sleepy sometimes. I don't know how I'm moving because I literally slept 3 hours. Like, I have been running on fumes for a while. I caught up on my rest the week leading up to Memorial Day. But I'm back to no sleep again. I'm behind on work that I need to do for myself and just goals I've set for myself. I just got a lot of stuff I need to get done. But yeah, I wanted to call and check in. So when we get to Natchitoches, my plan is, we'll see how it goes. But the plan is, I really just want to get there. I want to show the before of the space. If I forget, I do have pictures. And then show the after. Now we're working with limited funds, limited everything, but we're really trying to like make something out of nothing when we just started working on this days ago. So my niece Giselle has agreed to help me with the food. So she'll be my sous chef. I'm gonna see, Walker is here too, because my Aunt Sean is the one that lives in Atlanta. So they're both here. I'm gonna see if Walker might want a break and want to come help me. I don't know, we'll see. And then I'm also like, party starts at 2, so if I'm arriving at 9 a.m. because I did have to stop and get things reorganized. I had to get ice, and I got the gas last night, but I need to get ice for all of the refrigerated items. I got a cooler back there and another thing with food. I still need a few more things, but I was hoping that I could finish in enough time because I still have to do hair and makeup. I did not flexi ride my hair last night, so this morning I tried to braid my braids a little tighter, and we'll see. Luckily, I do have a hat that I'm wearing, but it doesn't cover my whole head, so like I still gotta do something. I wanted to watch, and I gotta get the photo booth situation ready. It's a lot of little things that we're trying to make happen, and I just pray it all comes together and that my grandma feels so much love, so happy, and just appreciates it, because sometimes I think that maybe we don't do the best job of showing it, and maybe she just doesn't feel it. So I hope today she does. We'll see how it goes, and I will see you guys on the other side of the state line. All right, you guys, so I'm in Natchitoches, took a little break, restroom, get a quick bite to eat. Sean was there making salmon croquettes and some grits and eggs. I just had a little salmon croquette because skinny legend, right? So anyways, I am about to head to the church. My grandma is leading me out. Y'all, she gonna get her hair did. I said, I know that's right. Gotta get your hair done for the birthday, hun. Then I was gonna stop at Walmart and get some stuff, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. Because I don't, it's so weird because I'm doing food, but like, I don't really have that much food stuff to do. Really what's gonna take the time is setting everything up, and I think assembling all these sandwiches in little skewers. So I think I was actually supposed to get some tomatoes. My grandma is flying down this road. I think I was actually supposed to get some tomatoes for something, but I don't like tomatoes, and I feel like the way grocery prices are, I want everything 8, period. I'm really excited about my watermelon cake. That's gonna take some time, and it's already 9:38. I felt like it was later. I don't know why I started thinking it was 11. I think because the time that it's taking my mama is even longer. So she led me over here. Yeah, I got it because, baby girl, I'm using GPS. But we're in the country. Like, I'm literally on a dirt. Let me scoot over. I'm literally on a dirt road, you guys. I know my ancestors were over here picking cotton. Matter of fact, if we have time today, I'm gonna go by, I feel like in an old vlog or an old something I did show like where my family was. Both sides of my family are from Natchitoches, and I say this a lot, but I'm gonna keep repeating myself because who knows who's watching. But just so people can understand more of who I am. So yes, at this point, I mean, I feel like Louisiana is like home, but Natchitoches, Louisiana is where I'm from. I was born in Pineville, which is like south of here, at the hospital in Pineville. And then I lived in Natchitoches for, whoa, Jesus. I feel like opening the door for that little bit of time, oh my, got dirt in it. I have some eye drops in my bed. Oh my gosh. Ooh, if it's not better by the time I get to a real road, I'm gonna have to stop. But when I left Louisiana to move to Texas, I was living with my grandparents, and I went to Texas to live with my mom, and she had married my stepdad. They'd been married a couple years, I think, and then I moved with them. I was not happy about it. So like, in my mind, it was almost like being away at boarding school in the beginning of this transition. It was really hard for me. Emotionally, I didn't take it well. I didn't want to be there. It was like, and I was young, but it was like, I had already started school. I have friends, and it's not like I just went to pre-K or something. I'm going to school. I'm building relationships with people, friendships with people. I have my family here. I have my routine here. Just a life. A kid life, but a life, you know? And so my mom made the decision that it was time for me to come live with her, and I was upset. I fought it tooth and nail, honey, tooth and nail. So I remember even like, my mom worked. She was a parole officer, and it was not that it's weird for people to work, but again, I was living with my grandparents. My grandma was retired. My grandfather was still working, but my grandma was retired, so like, I might have taken the bus to and from school sometimes, but she still was there to like pick me up, or somebody was picking me up, or I wasn't going to no after school program, that's for sure. And so moving away to a new place, starting over, having to make new friends, being from somewhere different, a whole nother state, and it was just different. I think that the adults around probably felt like, oh, she's young, it's fine. Like, I think I've just always been a little, oh shit. This horn is very sensitive. I be resting my arm on it sometimes, and I keep blowing. And I know people probably think I'm blowing at them, but I'm not. But, I think that people feel like, it won't be so bad because you're young. But if you have a young kid, not to say don't make a move or don't switch them up, it makes a difference. And I think that people underestimate a child's emotional intelligence, and like just how important it is to try and ease a transition, especially because it wasn't like my family was moving. I'm leaving my home to go live with somebody else. And I mean, I know it sounds like I'm saying it like I got adopted or something, or like it was a stranger. I mean, I knew my mom, we just didn't live together, so the relationship was different, because now it's like I'm gonna have new parents, and it's like I don't have my grandparents and my aunt Sean anymore. Because Sean, we grew up like sisters. She was like my big sister, which she probably enjoyed because she's the youngest of her siblings. So I'm sure it's cool to have like this little kid that can be your fake little sister, you know? So anyways, I moved to Texas, and whenever I got to Texas, I was coming back to Louisiana every weekend. Whether my mama drove me the 4 hours out here so I could see my grandma for the weekend, or like my grandma would come up there sometimes. It was a long time. And then I would call my grandma. I had a diary. I don't know, I think I've shared this before. I used to call my grandma, and she knew she didn't like it. Like, it was rough. But she bought me a diary, and she told me that she wanted me to write down my feelings. I'm getting so emotional. I did not mean to do this. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry. It was one of those cries where it's like, you know, and you can't understand nothing, and like, no. So anyway, she, in hindsight, I know she was trying to help me find a healthy way to cope with my emotions. And I think this is when I started to bottle things up. Doing the vlogs is low-key better than therapy, because I done spent thousands of dollars in therapy and we ain't never got to it, but I think I just figured it out. I hate to be one of those people that I already am and continue to be that way, but sometimes it's like, you gotta let it out. I guess that's what journaling is like, but I don't like journaling, and this is why. I'm about to ramble. Sorry. Let me pull it back in. I was writing in my diary, and I was writing about my feelings, how I didn't want to be there. And even in the summertime, it's like school year lets out, I come back here to Natchitoches for the summer, spend the summers out here, and then I have to go back to Texas. And I just really didn't want to do it. Like, one day after school, I had to, the first day that I went to school out there, I had to go to some after school program. It was like a bus or a van or something, like one of those rapey looking vans is gonna come pick me up, and then we go to the program. My mom will pick me up for the program. She told me what the rule, she told me how it went, walked me through it, everything. I totally understood, but I totally wasn't fucking with it. So I felt like the place we were living at was essentially a block away, and like not a big block, like it's like a suburban neighborhood of a bunch of duplexes and small houses. And so there's a street that was like the street between the school and the neighborhood, and then we lived on the other side of those houses, so the next street over, very close. So I walked home. I can't remember at this point. I don't think that there was a spare key. I think I had seen where they put the spare key, so I just figured I would get the key. That might not have been there, so I like went to a friend's house. Well, not a friend's house, I didn't have a friend. Maybe I went to the neighbor's house. That might have been it, because there was a little girl that lived next door, and she might have been in my class or something. I might have hung out there. I don't know. So I don't remember what I did, but what I do remember is I didn't go to that program. I don't know what the Boys and Girls Club was, but I had never heard of that. I wanted to get home. I needed to watch Oprah, and I needed to have a little afternoon after school snack. That was my routine. I get out of school, we watching the talk shows. In the summertime, I was watching soap operas during the day, because soap operas would come on a little earlier, and I feel like Oprah came on at 4 o'clock Central. So I was definitely home in time to get Oprah, you know. So, and Oprah is who made me want to be a talk show host. And, well, I'm not a talk show host. I mean, kinda. Podcast host. Who knew, right? Anyway, so they damn near sent an Amber Alert. I don't even know if Amber Alerts were a thing yet, but they damn near sent an Amber Alert and couldn't find me and all this stuff. And so then I was just at home chilling, and I was like, oh, I probably acted like I forgot or didn't know or got confused. I was absolutely not confused. I knew what I was supposed to do, and I was just like, this is not giving. I don't want to do it. I shouldn't have done that, but that's what I did. My camera's getting hot. Anyway, I say all that to say it was a rough adjustment switching, and I think that anybody who has a kid, no matter how young or old, please take that into consideration and don't brush it off because the kid is young. Just don't. No matter what they say, don't brush it off. I think that could possibly help someone or a situation. Number one. Number two, I came back here so much, it felt like I was away at boarding school because I got to come back. Until one time, me and my grandma were talking, and I was like, please just come get me. So I don't know if she was really going to come get me, but I was planning my escape, baby. It was time to get out of there. And my grandma was like, I'm coming to get my baby girl. I don't know if she was on the way to come get me or if she was just happening to do something right before. Y'all, her van blew up. Like literally caught on fire on the side of the road. She had a car fire. And so she didn't have no van no more. So it's like how she was gonna come get me. And that was one of those old school custom vans where it had the TV, the CB radio, the captain seats. Like, it was given Sprinter before Sprinter was a thing, but also smaller. So not a minivan, but the other vans. Anyway, it was burgundy and had like a rose colored stripes, like creamy rose color. I wonder if I can find a picture. And then it had like the hump thing at the top, I think. Or maybe it didn't have the hump. It might have had racks. Anyway, love that van. We had some road trips in that thing. Anyway, that stopped it. And so it's just like, I've always had this relationship with Texas. So it's not that I didn't live there much, but like when I'm talking about stuff and people be like, aren't you from Texas or whatever, hang on. And then mama was asking like, what are y'all gonna make the tea with? You know you're gonna need water. I said, that's not my job. I'm not even being funny, but that's not my job. She was like, you can take this water. I said, no.
Not on the tea committee, Miss Girlfriend.
Okay. All right, you guys. So, made it to the church. That's where I was baptized. I always talk about getting baptized in the river. That's where I was baptized. Okay. So, we got here, and we have all of these keys. I feel like such a sinner because the lock don't work. So, we went in the secretary's office. That doesn't work. I hope no snakes or nothing come out here. So, I'm about to try to, like, pop it. Somebody must have done this before, because this is too thick. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm about to get bobby pin. Okay, got my bobby pins. I bought some hairpins too, but I don't see them. My sister's about to go work on the balloons. I know that's right, because we don't have time to be wasting. Bobby pins too thick. Well, I know who's not about to be making off with the church's money. Let me just try all of these. So we wait, and I'm gonna put this away, put this card back in my sister's car. Oh, I guess I could try the other one. Let's see if it'll fit over there. I haven't been here in so long. I just want to know who locked us out my granddaddy church. Wait, y'all come with me, because this is too funny. I really did it, and we got it on camera. Okay. Guess who popped it open? With the card, I popped it open. Come on, girls. It's time to get this party started, hun. This is the church. I popped it open, and I was vlogging it, too. I said, I feel so bad. Okay. We had keys. They just weren't the right ones. It feels good in there, too. Come on, Phoenix. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So, this is what they call the fellowship hall. So this is the blank space that we have to work with.
You're such a criminal, girl.
Shout out to Atlanta. Because that's how I learned it. From the girl who did my lashes. How fitting, right? Yeah. You wanted to see me do it, didn't you? I'll show you how to do it later. Good. It's going to be hot later. Okay, girls. Can y'all help us get this stuff out of the car? And if you're not strong enough to carry this stuff, you can just help when we bring it in, okay? We're gonna bring everything to this yellow table. Got it?
Are we allowed to do?
Yes. They gave me the keys, it's just the wrong keys. Okay. What are you telling? We was sweating for real.
Watermelons are easy candy.
These are tea boxes.
Look at me, I'm good.
Alright, guys. We'll probably time-lapse this, but let's watch the transformation. What?
Hi.
Okay, so I'm putting together the tiers for all of the sandwiches that I still have to assemble, but once I can get this kind of stuff out of the way.
Mama.
Trying to get one of my candies?
I'm getting one.
You're supposed to ask first. Say, may I have one, please?
May I have one, please?
Sure. Have you ever had that kind before?
Yeah. No.
It's called a Rolo. You like caramel? Caramel?
Yeah. I like caramel. Caramel is a toy.
No, caramel, the candy. Okay, so You guys, we in here trying to get it together.
Oh, it's so simple.
My mom left to do something. I don't know what. And then she didn't get here till 10 something. And then she said, I'll be back by 12:30. That was like 20, 30 minutes ago. And I'm like, girl, what's going to take you so long? It's 11:11. But she had to go do the games. And so we're getting this part together. I mean, what do I really expect for a few dollars? I'm just gonna keep trying to make this shape. So these are the 3-tiered plates, so I'll put different stuff on each one. I need to get these together so that we can put them on the table and they'll be out of the way, and then I can make the food and put it there. So that's what I'm doing now. Check back with you in a minute. Okay, so my girls are back helping me. I don't know how these cookies are gonna turn out, but we're gonna see. So they're peeling the Rolos, and we're gonna pop them in the cookies and just see how it goes. I was gonna do dulce de leche, but that's just not working out. I feel like they skipped a step or something when they told me. And I am ordering these, what are they actually called? Mini cran orange biscotti. So they're not super hard, but definitely hard enough. So I'm quartering these to make them spread out, and then we have some other little bites. And then I'm gonna get started on the watermelon cake. But I wanted to get the hot stuff out of the way. How's it coming, girls? Y'all have been doing a lot. Okay, let me show y'all to the update on where we're at. So we've rearranged some of the tables. They got the balloon arch done. We're not sure where it's gonna go. They really want to put it right here. I don't like that. I think it needs to go somewhere else. I think it needs to go behind the main table, which isn't set yet. I mean, this is just really, really hard. Whew. All right, so I'll check back in later. Sorry. Okay, so we forgot several things. Well, I didn't forget. I just saw that the project manager was taking care of it. Nope. So we sent Madison to the store.
Oh my God, Phoenix, stop touching the balloons.
It's okay, Phoenix. You just play with those. Those are fine to call.
So we're missing a lot of things. And the kitchen, while it works, it's not a kitchen that is equipped for anything I would normally do. So, but that's all right because it's making me be innovative. So I'm gonna see if I can put my mandolin on here, on this kiwi thing. I think it might work as long as I'm gentle.
Hey, good job. We're innovative.
I always forget which one is the thinnest. I've got these church trays. Okay, so I've got the mandolin on here. I've got this. Maybe I need to make it go up one more because that wasn't quite thick enough. And this table is like warped. Yes. This is working great. Much better than me trying to slice it. Because I made one so crooked. And then when my sister, I could really wash this out, dump it, and put the slices in here. I have this thing, but I'm just going to use my hand. Because it's so big. What else? Mallory has gotten the arch done. It looks really good. Well, I don't want to touch the again, but it looks really good. I need to get these sliced and let them sit out. The English cucumbers were like $5 each, and I was like, oh, absolutely not. They have less water and the seeds are smaller, but oh well, honey, we're using American cucumbers because no, these were 58 cents. So, oh my God, you guys. Totally forgot. I bought my chef's coat because even though nobody's even here to see this part, I got bleach on my thing. But that's just because I be in the kitchen and y'all know I'm cleaning up. Giselle said she was going to help me. She did help me unwrap, and so did Gianna. And then I guess they were like, this is kind of lame. So you put this on. I'm going to find my... Oh, I see it, Mallory. Can you pass it to me? It's on that white table right there, my bandana. You know what I'm talking about, how they tie it?
Yes.
If you want some, we could set up that tripod so that you can have footage on your phone for like a reel or something. And then like a BTS reel. And then the final thing, I want to make a video for Mama, like just memories of today. Hi you guys, my name is Kiki Said So, and if I win this competition, I am going to, what do they be saying? They always have something. I wanna make a cookbook, a new cookbook and open a restaurant based on my ancestors' recipe. Okay, let me get back to work. Okay, so I've never made these cucumber sandwiches. I've already had them. I peeled the outside. They have so much water in them, and it'll make the sandwiches soggy. So I'm gonna cut these into halves again, so it's really like quarters. Use the mandolin to slice them. I just think it'll be easier to control, but I don't want to do them all. Let's see. I'll do this one first. I have a little thing. Oh, I want to change the thickness. I don't want them to be paper thin. I think I want to do the biggest thickness. And let's see. Oh yeah, that's the perfect size. Try to turn this kiwi thing into a real bowl. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see all of the water coming off. It's so much water. So then what I'm going to do is spread out these slices on paper towels here, salt them, and let the water come out. And then we'll pat them. Hopefully the girls can help me with that. And I'll see you guys in a bit. I just want to say, we're looking like this, right? We had to rush together, get ourselves together in 5 minutes. We were in the kitchen the whole time, like the hell. But everybody has left. The whole party happened in a flash because we was in here the whole time. But look at how cute.
Do it one more time.
Okay, you guys, so because I ended up working the whole tea party, I'm so disappointed. I did all of that to get ready for the show. Yes. I don't wanna, you gonna wet my hair? So Phoenix is about to do my hair for me.
How do it works?
Like this. Why am I letting this happen? Ooh. It's cold. Okay, that's enough. Are you trying to make my hair curly? I told her I wanted to keep my hair straight. Phoenix.
What?
Oh, it's cold water.
I know.
So anyway, the party turned out great. As always, there's gonna be something that I'm noticing, but I won't harp on it right now. We'll save that for another day. But I think that the most important part is that, my grandma was very happy. She was showered with love. Her family was there. Her friends came out. And it was just really cool. And I love that for her. I'm happy that she felt loved and appreciated. And it just turned out great. So I also found out that my mother manipulated the whole situation. My grandma never wanted to do that. How about she wanted to have a crawfish boil? So on that note, I'm gonna get my hair, hopefully it stays in my head, but we'll see. She's gonna wrap up my hair, and I wanna end the video showing the clips and the photos and everything, and just a special shout out to my grandma. Love you guys. Until the next vlog. Bye. Okay. Are we done yet? Why not?
Because your hair doesn't have to be pretty.
It's not pretty?
It is pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty.
Ooh. Ooh. It's cold. Ooh. She popped me when I was trying to put it in a ponytail. Phoenix is gonna be so puffy.
That's why it has to be pretty.
She be crying and stuff.
No! No!
Really? It would be ugly.
Yeah, do you want brownie hair? Because this Mirabelle is going to have to...
Alright, so I don't know where my regular AirPods are. Or anything. But anyway, we're about to go get some crawfish. We found some. Hey girl.
The dogs are going to stay.
They're gonna stay. So we're about to go and tear them up. I cannot wait. She's going. She needed to stop at another store too. Okay, so we got we ordered the crawfish. We did 2 20-pound specials. They have good prices. They live crawfish are only $2.25 a pound, and I think I paid like $7, $8 last time. And yeah, but it's smelling good in here. I couldn't smell it outside, but I could definitely smell it inside. I got some boudin, some smoked boudin, and regular boudin. And then, yeah, places like this, if you've never seen it, just looks like a gas station. You know, nothing special, but good, because I feel like when they be doing too much, trying to make it look pretty and stuff, that's not authentic. That's not giving Cajun. Woo. All right, Phoenix, let's go. Are you hiding? You hiding from me? You hiding from me? So we've got the goods. We're out of here. This is a nice place. It's definitely giving new, because it's nice with bricks and stuff. It's real cute. I'm a little tired. I don't know what time I'm gonna leave. I might not leave till tomorrow, to be honest.
I actually got it in its shape. And now it's coming up.
Okay, let's wait. Okay, so we made it back. We are eating the crawfish. Phoenix, how is it?
So will you pass that to me, please?
Good.
Good. She tried to trick me into peeling her crawfish, and next thing I know, I was trying to show her how to do it because she's 5 years old now, and she just popped it off herself. I got it. You all right? Okay. So this is what they look like. Giselle?
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
It's really good.
What's that?
What?
Walker, what do you think?
That means it's good.
Yeah, you guys need to buy this.
Lita, Sean?
Pretty good. I haven't tried it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, something's popping off.